there, business owners. Welcome to AutoAppy. So today we're going to cover a very interesting automation which is based on Typeform and Google Sheets. So now what's going to happen is you can easily sync your courses, that is your course details, into your LMS via Typeform. So let's try to understand this with the help of a regular example. Consider that you are running an institute and that you have multiple courses wherein students are enrolled, and that it becomes very difficult for you to manage all the students with the course type, with the course instructor, and that creates a lot of chaos on your Telegram groups, WhatsApp groups, and so that leads to an inefficiency in your coaching center. So, what you could do here if you had a very good automation available. So, here comes the role of AutoAppy, which is a low code platform which can actually help you solve this problem in a much more easier manner. So, let's see how AutoAppy can help you by doing this automation. So, for that, let's go and perform our today's workflow. But before going to our today's workflow, let's try to understand a bit more about AutoAppy. So for that, we have to go to the home page of AutoAppy. And this is the landing page of AutoAppy now, where we have different nav options like home, apps, learn, automations, pricing, and workflows. So now, as we go down, you can see that there is a section of connect your apps where we have n number of applications available, which we have integrated to AutoAppy, which you can use in your business automations. And that too also under different types of domains like AI, sales and CRM, customer support, etc. So as we scroll down, we have a separate section which is based on the automation templates which we have created for you guys, where you can actually learn how a particular workflow works or how a particular automation is suiting your business. So for that, you just have to simply go to view details in order to understand the detailing of a end-to-end step structure of an automation, and or you can simply just go and try it out in order to see how that suit your businesses. So now let's go down to our payment structure. So this is a payment plan where we have three different plans of starter plan, essential plan, and the professional plan. So you can see that in the starter plan, for absolutely rupees 0 per month, we are offering you 3000 tasks every month with unlimited workflows, unlimited team members, and whatnot. So just sign up for free and take at most of advantage of this as possible. So now let's head over to our workflow for today. But before going to workflows, make sure that you have already signed into AutoAppy and that you have connected your Google credentials to the same so that you can seamlessly access your automations. So now let's go to workflows. So this will open up this kind of a page where you can manage your workflows. Like I already had one here. So once you make a new workflow, it will go and add here. But if you want to see how it looks like without any automation, I'll just simply delete this because we don't need this for now. So this is actually how it will be looking without having any automations or workflows. So if you want to add one, let's go and do that. So for that, just go and hit add workflow and let's give it a name as auto sync LMS data via Typeform to Google Sheet. So this is the automation we are going to cover for today. So let's hit save. So this will open up this kind of an interface in front of you, which will tell us to select a trigger application. So now you will have a question in mind that what is a trigger application? So basically, trigger application acts as the first node to your entire workflow, where it acts as a starting point and is the base of your entire automation you're going to create. So it basically acts like an if condition, which if satisfied, only then it will head on towards the next condition. So now first trigger application, the first trigger action which we have to perform is that of a type form. So let's search for type form. So here you go, just select that, and in the triggers we have to select new entry. So let's say add first app. So this has added the application to your auto API canvas. So now let's go and set this up. So for that we will have to go to the hamburger menu, which you can see here, and it will open up the setup, configure and the test window for this node. So now let's see how you can set up this node first. So here you can see that we have a webhook URL. So just simply copy this because we are going to need that in the next portion of our video in order to configure this node. So now just scroll down, you can see that there are setup of instructions given below. We are going to perform from the second step onwards since I already have an account with Typeform. Make sure that you have one in order to create this automation. So now let's head over to my Typeform which I've created. So this is the form I have created in my Typeform. So make sure that you have an account with Typeform before you perform this automation and have a form with all these details. So like I have made one. So let's go and see what it has. So it has the first name of the student, the last name of the student, the phone number, the contact number, and then it has the weekend or weekdays batch which comes under the course details. Then it has the instructor name, then the course name, course start date and the course end date. So this is what all I wish that I want to capture in my Google Sheet. So now we have to go and configure this node. So let's go and see how to do that. So for that we will have to go to the connect tab, which is the third tab in here. So just go to connect tab and it will open up this integrations tab, but we have to go to the webhooks, and in the webhook we will have to go and say add a webhook. But before this, let's delete any previous webhook if we are having to avoid confusion. And then we will say add webhook and just copy the webhook URL from AutoAppy's webhook and just come and paste it in here and say save webhook. So here you can see that the webhook has been added, but you'll have to turn it on to make it active. So this is how the webhook is made active, and now that it is active, let's go back to AutoAppy and say start capturing sample data. So now let's go to Typeform until the data has been captured. So for this we will have to go to share, which is the next tab available, and in here it will give us a link to copy. So we can copy this and open it up in the new tab and fill in the data to it. So the first name we can keep it as demo student. Demo will be the first name and last name will keep it as demo student. The phone number will go and change this to India first. And the phone number will give any dummy phone number such as 10 times 8. I have it saved, just say select it from here. And in the email as well, I'll say a dummy email address demo student @gmail.com. Then I'll hit enter. Then in the course details, I'll say weekend batch. Then in the instructor name, I'll give demo instructor. Course name, I'll suppose say agent AI. With AutoAppy. Then the course start day, I'll keep it as 10th November. That's today's date. And the end date, I'll give it as 10th of February. and I'll hit submit. So now that we have completed this, let's go and back to AutoAppy and say check status after some time. Let it capture the data. So hit check status. So here you can see that we have successfully captured the data with all the information from our form. So now that this node is live, let's go and perform our final action step, that is adding the Google Sheet. Let's close this and go to the addition icon here, and this will open up a selection application window. So from here we have to select our final and endpoint, that is Google Sheet, where we wish to store the data. So in here in the actions we have to select insert a row in Google Sheet and say yes, add node, and then it will open up the setup, configuration and the test window for the same. So for here it will have it is giving us two options of existing connection and create new connection, but since we are a new user, let's go and create a new connection. So here you can give it a name as LMS data management, so that whenever you come up next and to perform this automation involving the Google Sheets and having the same sheet, you can always come to the existing connection drop down, and then you'll have this saved under that, and then you can simply just skip the setup step and go to the configuration step. But for now, let's go and connect with Google. So in here, just select your Google account which is integrated to AutoAppy, and then provide some access which it is asking for. So now we can see that the connection has been created successfully. So now we are being asked to fill in a map ID here, sheet ID, Google Sheet ID. So here we have to go and click map data, and then we have to head over to our Google Sheet which I have created already. So make sure that you have a similar kind before performing this automation as a prerequisite. So yeah, you can see that I have the first name, last name, basically all the details I want to capture from my type form. So basically make sure that whatever details you're capturing in your type form, the same details and the same number of columns should exist in your Google Sheet so that your data is mapped accurately. So now let's go to your type form. So now let's go to AutoApply and just see the instructions here. So it says that we need to copy a sheet ID. So what is this exactly? So for this, let's go to our sheet, and in here in the URL you can see that there is a ID after the /d section. So just copy it until this 8 and copy it and paste it into Google Sheet ID. So wait for 2 seconds, and then you'll able to see your sheet name in the drop down of sheet name. So now you can see that the sheet 1 is appearing with all the fields which I just showed you in my Google Sheet. So now we have to map these one by one. So let's go and map the first name. So for this we have to go to the data mapper, and in the category we'll select type form, which is the previous node from where we are going to get all the information. So in the name I had given it as demo student, so just select demo as the first name. So in the last name also we do the same, go to the data mapper and look for student, just say confirm, and then it is asking for the student contact. So here also we repeat the same process, go to the data mapper and select the contact you just entered, and the student email, again repeat the same process, go to the type form and data map it. So it was demo student at gmail.com, right? So just search for it and say confirm. Then head over to course name. So it was Agentic AI with Auto API. Say confirm. Done. Easy. So now go for course instructor. Similarly to the data mapper. From there go to the category, select type form, and course instructor was demo instructor. So just select it and say confirm. And in the batch name, we had given weekend batch. So just say confirm. And in the start date, again go to the data mapper. From there select the type form in the category. And the start date was 10th of November. So just select that. And in the end date, go for 10th of February. So this is how you have to map all the JSON responses we received from the type form. That's a previous node, and we want to fetch those details into the Google Sheets. So this is how the mapping is done one by one. So now that we have already done the mapping successfully, let's go and submit this data. So now we will go and say test this node. So here you can see that the task has been executed successfully. So now let's do hide sample data and show sample data. It shows that the insertion status is successful, says row inserted successfully. So now let's go and check our LMS data management sheet. So here you can see that the details have been successfully captured with all the data we just got from the form. So this is how it is done. But in case you want to check whether it's working for the remaining data as well, you can always go and refill the form and check it out. It will start appearing inside the sheet. So this is it for today's video lecture, guys. I hope that you found this walkthrough of AutoAppy helpful and inspiring. If you are ready to save time and automate your workflows, supercharge your productivity, head over to our website and start automating today itself. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update from us. Drop a comment below if you have any questions or if there is any workflow in your mind you want us to cover in our upcoming video tutorial. Feel free to comment down in our YouTube comment sections and we will be very happy to help you with the same. Thanks for watching, and until I see you into the next video lecture, happy automating.